What's up, people? It's your girl Adeola. My Thanksgiving was really nice. I hope yours was really nice as well. Did you guys hear that Nigeria is broke? Oh my god. The giant of Africa is broke. The largest economy in Africa. Chai, you know, as of last month, our finance minister, Dr. Ngozi Iweala, was still saying that Nigeria is not broke. Nigeria is not shoe. She said, unless you hear that the government is not able to pay salaries.
Those who are a bit alarmed, I think can calm down and have a good night's sleep. If we are not able to now pay salaries to people and continue to manage, then maybe we'll wake up and say, this country is broke. We have not gotten there yet.
Yeah, right. Guess what happened? For the last 3 months, they've not paid teachers' salary. Hey, that is good. Didn't Obasanjo leave about $65 billion or something in the foreign reserve? And what happened now? But you know, even till now, the woman is still trying to, play us, telling us we are not really broke, the situation is not that bad.
We have organized a set of measures around 73, which I'll talk about. But we have additional measures that will bring in at $70 a barrel. We have further measures at 65, and we have a third set of measures at 60.
Madam Ngozi, not only you are come, sometimes you speak as if you are talking to illiterate. We are not stupid. Madam, do you know that the woman is now talking about introducing austerity measures? Yes, so that's a polite way of telling us that very soon they will fire thousands of civil servants and they will stop several projects that could be of benefit to the common people, like building hospitals, constructing roads. Yeah, they're gonna stop all that because, that's their way of cutting costs. The same thing Babangida did in his time. He called it a structural adjustment program or something. Remember when he devalued Naira? No matter how much they steal from our treasury, when the country is broke, it is you, the common people, that will pay for it. Yeah, so the president will not sell any of his private jets. See down there. Even one of his 10 private jets. Of course not. And the senators, you know that they are the highest paid in the world, $1 million per head every year. You think they will reduce their salary because Nigeria is broke? And don't think that they will even reduce the number of cars in the governor's convoy. No. And then whenever they travel outside Nigeria, which they do every 2 weeks or something with all these delegates, don't think that they will stay in common hotels, cheap hotels, like the rest of you common people. No, it has to be expensive hotels. Yes, I'm telling you that these people would not change their own lifestyles just because Nigeria is broke. But guess what? They have the power to change your lifestyles. And if you're not living in Nigeria, your family members in Nigeria, this will affect them. Already the Nigerian government has devalued Naira. Yeah, so they've devalued Naira, which is not a smart thing to do because the price of commodity has started rising. I heard that $1 was 180 Naira this week. 180. As a matter of fact, it was 186 at a black market, 186 Naira, which means that Nigerian Naira cannot buy common toilet paper when you bring it to America. All I can think of right now is the billions of dollars in loans that we've acquired. You know that America is no longer buying oil from us. Yes, so that is one of the reasons why we are broke. The US was one of our biggest buyers, but their production of shale oil is also booming. So that caused the price of fuel to drop significantly, and our government decided to devalue our Naira because of the effect that the oil price had on Naira. If only we had savings, and we wouldn't have to devalue Naira, but we don't have any savings. Now they're trying to make Nigeria look like Zimbabwe. You will carry lots of money and you can only buy a loaf of bread. Can you imagine? Anyway, I heard that they want to cut subsidy again next year. My people, the price of oil is down all over the world, but I know that Nigerians are still paying gold for oil. They are not subsidizing anything anyway. But if they cut subsidy as they are saying, the price of fuel would rise again instead of fixing our refineries. I'm telling you, my people, 2015 is going to be great. Madam Ngozi already taught us that the solution in times like this is to dance. Chop my money. By the way, for how long would we depend on oil in Nigeria when several countries are already using renewable energy? And by the way, they are making hydrogen powered cars. So for those that may want to get me Christmas gifts, it's okay. Fuel cell cars, doesn't pollute the air. It produces steam instead of carbon dioxide, hydrogen that you extract from water. I'm saying that in the next 20 years, the world may not buy oil from us anymore. Hydrogen will be the next big thing. So do we have a plan? In times like that, do we have a plan? What am I even saying? A country that is yet to take care of basic things or even security. You know, in fact, things are now getting worse in Nigeria. Boko Haram keeps getting stronger. I'm sure that you all guys heard about what happened in Kano. The Kano bombings where more than 200 people were killed in one day. You know, some days I just cry because I don't know what's going on anymore. Even Cameroon's army defeat Boko Haram. So what is wrong with us? It's like our government is blind to reality. They are either campaigning or praying on Twitter. Just imagine Dr. Donyo Okupe saying on Twitter that, oh, God will expose the sponsors of Boko Haram. What about going after the sponsors that we already know? Just look at the president of Kenya, Uhuru Kenyatta, when Al-Shabaab killed 36 Kenyans. 36. The man fired his interior minister and the police chief had to step down. At least he's holding people accountable. But no. Not only do we not hold people accountable, we actually celebrate them. Instead of holding people accountable, we are praying on Twitter. We are going to Jerusalem for prayer. What was that soft? My heart just breaks for all those who lost loved ones. I am so sorry. Please accept our condolences. May their souls rest in peace. It's so sad that in Nigeria, if it doesn't touch us directly, it's like we don't really care. And it's very, very sad. But you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. I heard that in Cameroon, the National Assembly has voted into law a new bill prescribing death penalty on individuals who stage public demonstrations. Yeah, in other words, it is now against the law in Cameroon for people to protest against President Paul Biya. If you do, you're automatically considered a terrorist. When I heard the news, I was like, what? The only thing that they're waiting for is for Mr. President to sign the bill, which I know he would have no problem signing whatsoever. The bill deliberately defines the word terrorism to include citizens who carry out public protests against the regime. How long has he been in power? Again, 1982. Yeah. By February of next year, it will be 33 years that this man has been in power. Of course, we know why he's doing this. It's because of what happened in Burkina Faso. My people of Cameroon, you know, this just confirms how much your president is afraid of you guys. He knows that you guys are able to kick his behind. You get what I'm saying? He knows you can kick him out. Unfortunately, though, some of you don't know the power that you have. I mean, what are you waiting for? 32 years under this man and his madam. Hey! The devil is a liar. Don't let this new bill keep you down, my people. I pray to God there would not be bloodshed, but if you really want to take this man out, if you want to take back your country from this man and his madam, you know that he spends about 8 months or something in France. So there are so many ways you can get him inside or outside Cameroon, but you know, no be me talk. I'm just saying, like husband, like wife, big hair for nothing. I thought people with big hair are usually smart, but not this madam. And speaking of National Assemblies, I can't believe that I forgot to tell you guys the drama that happened at the National Assembly in South Africa.
The EFF is tired of funding Zuma, the thief, the criminal who refused to pay a cent.
Withdraw the remark, please.
The president of the ANC is the greatest thief in the world.
Honorable member.
I'm not going to withdraw.
Honorable
he is a
member.
criminal. He is a thief.
Honorable member.
Even South Africa knows
Honorable
very well
member.
that their president is a thief.
Did she just say that their president is a thief? What? My God. South Africans. Nigerians, y'all need to wake up. How much did Jacob Zuma steal to build his private house? $20 million. See, just 20 million. Hey, I mean, it's huge. It's a lot of money, and you know, I respect South Africans for standing up for their rights. It is wrong. It's very wrong for any public official to divert public funds into personal use. Not to mention the president, someone who's supposed to lead by example. You know that house that he built has a cinema, a convenience store. By the way, the Minister for Public Works said that the pool is not a swimming pool. He said it's a fire pool. He It's a fire pool. Anyway, I'm saying that I love the fact that South Africans are not letting it go. It's their money. And like the woman said, Zuma is a thief. Yeah, a thief is a thief now until he gives the money back. Why are you telling the woman to take back her word just because she calls the president? If the president is a thief, he is a thief. So can Nigerians learn from South Africans in this regard? Seriously? $20 million only. And they're making this much noise. Do you know that the police had to remove the woman from the floor? Yeah, that's what I call protest. And as for us Nigerians, officials embezzle hundreds of millions of dollars. In fact, billions of dollars disappeared at NNPC. Remember, 49 billion, later 20 billion, later 10 billion. What did we do about it? Did we do anything? We actually celebrate people that are stealing our money, except of course when a poor man steals bread at Oshodi market. We will make sure that we lynch him, or young graduates doing internet scam. They always go after those ones and they crack them down. I'm not saying they shouldn't go after them. I'm not saying they shouldn't arrest them. But I'm saying we only go after the common people. We don't go after the real thieves. But what do I know? Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Now, one exciting thing that happened this week is Nigerian President Goodluck Jonathan released his campaign video, and it was incredible.
Transform the jangling discords of our nation into a beautiful symphony of brotherhood.
Change is never easy. It was not easy for Dr. Martin Luther King when Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew transformed Singapore from third world to first world. It was not easy. They stoned him. It was not easy for Nelson Mandela.
I, Barack Hussein Obama.
It was not easy for Barack Obama. Nothing worthwhile ever is. Dr. Martin Luther King did it. Prime Minister Lee Kuan Yew did it. Nelson Mandela did it. Barack Obama did it. Goodluck Jonathan is doing it. He is transforming Nigeria. Mr. President, keep doing it.
See what I mean? That was wonderful. They were comparing him with Martin Luther King. Like, why are you guys laughing? There's nothing wrong with the video. I mean, I can get up today and say that I can sing like Alicia Keys. Yes, that doesn't mean that I cannot or that I can. It's my opinion and I have every right to it. Anybody can get up tomorrow and say they are this and they are that. It doesn't give the rest of you an excuse to laugh at them. It's not good. This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire. Bam, right there. I just gave you a taste of Alicia. Alicia Keys cannot even do that. So if tomorrow I release a video and I say I'm like Alicia Keys, it's because I know I can Alicia Key for you. You get what I'm saying? It's the same thing. So I'm so sorry, Mr. President, that people are saying stuff like that. I am with you. You know, I've always been with you. I thought it was great. I thought it was really great. At least it was better than the first one. Because, you know, y'all remember the one in 2011? That was bad. That was really, really bad.
I am Goodluck Jonathan.
I am Goodluck Jonathan.
I'm Goodluck.
I am Goodluck.
I'm Goodluck Jonathan.
I was not born rich.
I was not born rich. I was not born rich.
I am Goodluck Jonathan.
I am Goodluck Jonathan.
I had no shoes, no school bags.
I carried my book in my hand.
No school bag.
I'm Goodluck Jonathan.
I am Goodluck Jonathan. I have no car to take me to school.
Some days I have only one meal. I never imagined I would be where I am today. If I will make it,
If we can make it,
you can make it. And I will never, never let you down.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Okay. I have to get myself together. Why did you play that song? My God, you should not have played that. Anyway. I cannot believe people fell for that. Like, what? Honestly, I think one Goodluck Jonathan is more than enough. I don't know why all these people wanted to be Jonathan. Anyway. Anyway, the reason that I think that the first video, the reason that I think it was like a bit awful is because it's not completely true. I mean, some pictures of Mr. President when he was young surfaced, and in each one of them, the man was wearing shoes. There has not been any photo of him without shoes. As a matter of fact, this is him sitting on the horse. If they could afford to buy him horse, you get what I'm saying? I'm sure they could afford to buy him shoes. So it wasn't completely true. That's the only reason why I think it was awful. Not because of the production or the concept or the acting or the presentation. I think everything else was mwah. And please don't blame Mr. President for that. I'm sure he probably didn't know. He was just reading the script that they gave him. My dear, maybe we are talking about election videos. What is your problem now? It's too early. It's too early. You want a Pastor Enu Makri to come after you? The man of God. He's the special assistant to the Nigerian president on new media. And the man already said that this did not happen. I mean, the whole protest. He said the students did not protest against Mr. President. In fact, he posted pictures of the president with the students. He said they were just showing him some love, that nobody protested. So now you are making it look as if the man of God was lying. You this boy, you know I'm warning you. You are on your own. Never ever say that a man of God lied. Apologies, Ojari, Pastor Eno Makri, you know. Mind yourself, mind yourself. By the way, what were those guys saying? Play it one more time. Correctly, but as you been to Laboria, he got in or something. Is that what they said? Hey, what? Hey, you see, this is what I'm saying. Nigerians, you are too good. Look at the students saying that Bintin Laboria, which means I can't even say that what that means. Don't put the English. You want the Mr. President to come after me. Remember, I told Mr. President about this show one time like this.
Thank you, Mr. President. You're actually a nice person. I do a show every week and I talk about you.
Thank you.
I hope you're watching it.
Yes, so it's possible that he may be watching this episode. I don't want him to have any negative feeling about my show. I want him to enjoy this show and laugh whenever he's watching. I don't want him to feel as if people are trying to tell him something. Mind yourself. Anyway, you guys know I don't know anything. The reason I was playing the election videos, you know, was just to say congratulations to Mr. President and to wish him good luck in the coming election. I'm sure you get it. You not do well. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Eritrea, I'm sure that you guys have heard what Denmark is doing to Eritrean asylum seekers. They no longer want Eritreans to get asylum easily in Denmark, but instead of just saying that, okay, we're getting tired of helping you or something, instead of that, they put so many applications on hold and embarked on what they call research to know if truly people are leaving Eritrea for human rights issues. And then they came up with the conclusion that people are actually leaving Eritrea in order to avoid the mandatory national service and because of the prospect of a better life in Europe. I was like, what? In other words, they're saying that people are not living because of human rights issues in the country. They're saying that there is no violation of human rights in Eritrea. Keep in mind that this anonymous researcher spent about 3 weeks in Eritrea and they spoke with 12 anonymous sources. 9 of these are representatives of international organizations in Eritrea, which includes 5 Western embassies. Of course, they won't say anything bad about the government. And then the remaining 3 sources are one regional NGO based in Asmara, a representative of the Eritrean Foreign Ministry, as well as a well-known Eritrean intellectual that they refuse to name. So I'm like, really? These are the people that you spoke with and you came to that conclusion? How interesting, like very interesting. Why not talk to parents whose children have been in the military service for years and years and now the parents have to fend for themselves even in their old age? Or why not talk to religious leaders who have been saying that the government is really destroying families with this forced national service? Why not talk to regular people on the street, ask them about their lives, ask them about what's going on? So this is why I have problems sometimes with so many of these Western helps. And as expected, the government of of Eritrea is very happy with Denmark's conclusion because, of course, they don't want the world to know what's actually going on in Eritrea. And, you know, I couldn't believe all the supporters of the Eritrean government who are saying, oh, it's true, there's no human rights violations in Eritrea, everything is great. We're glad that Denmark is telling the world that everything is great. I said, if everything is great, why then is it that in the last 10 years, more than 200,000 Eritreans have fled the country? More than 200,000. In fact, according to the UN, the number has doubled. Almost 4,000 Eritreans are fleeing the country every month. Every month now, almost 4,000 people risking their lives because, you know, if you get caught, you're either killed for trying to leave or you're taken to the national service. I once interviewed this beautiful young lady, the daughter of Solomon Petrus, whose parents have both been imprisoned since she was young. And I also spoke with her grandmother, who has had to take care of them all these years. She talked about so many atrocities going on in Eritrea, how there is no freedom of anything, actually. You know, she said that one of her brothers was caught trying to flee and he was forced to go to the national service. You can watch the full interview on YouTube. It's so heart-touching. And by the way, the document released by the Danish officials said that the regime does not allow any opposition. They said that. I mean, what does that mean? It means that you're free in Eritrea so long as you don't criticize the government or say anything bad about the government. It's like saying we're cool so long as you only do what we tell you and you don't ask any questions. People are not puppets. How do you live in a place like that? Honestly, I don't know what war this president is preparing for. What is this mandatory military service thing that some people have been there for more than 10 years? Enough already. Let people go home and be with their families. You will see old people fending for themselves because all their children are now serving in the army. For what? You torture people anyhow and you put them in arbitrary detention. You know that Amnesty International estimates that at least 10,000 people in Eritrea, 10,000, are subject to unlawful and politically motivated detention. But you know what? Activists are saying that the number is actually much more than that about 50,000 people are in detention. There is no freedom of expression in Eritrea or freedom of association. If about 10 people should gather now to hang out or something, policemen will show up and say they are probably plotting a coup against the president. Just imagine that, and you could get arrested just for gathering. There's no real freedom of religion because they are monitoring whatever you're discussing. Elections have not been held since Eritrea gained independence in 1993. That is 21 years ago. No election. The constitution has never been implemented, and political parties are not allowed. It's just a one-man show. Only this president, and he has absolute power. Absolutely. No institutional constraints on President Assad whatsoever, and he's robbing the nation of its young and able. And guess what? He's made it difficult even for international humanitarian and human rights organizations to come into the country and help people. And yeah, there is no freedom of press in Eritrea, which tells me we probably don't get to hear about so many of the atrocities going on. Eritrea has no independent media whatsoever. Not one till today. No independent media. It's all controlled by the government. How do you live in a place like that? And you're telling me that everything is okay? No, it is not. So I think that it's a shame for Denmark to come to that conclusion that, oh, young people are just living because they are looking for greener pasture. To me, that's not only being insensitive to the plight of so many people, but it is actually encouraging the government of Eritrea to keep going on with the human rights violations. Having said that though, I really don't blame Denmark or all these other countries that are making it hard for African immigrants to come into their countries. They're just trying to protect their own interest. I blame all these Western countries that are still doing business with Eritrea. Like the US. I mean, if they put sanction on Eritrea like they did with Zimbabwe, the government of Eritrea would wake up. I blame the OAU. What is the OAU doing about? Why do we have to depend on Western countries to solve our problems each time? What about other African countries? What are they doing about this? And for those of you that are defending Eritrean government, oh my God, I feel so sorry for you, because the day you also say something that this government doesn't like, that's the same day you also become an enemy of the state. The day you stand up for yourself, the day you stop being a puppet, that's the day you become an enemy of the state. No one is trying to paint your country bad, by the way, because I know I get emails, why are you talking about Eritrea? You're Nigerian, who gave you the right to talk about Eritrea? I talk about Nigeria as well, and what's going on in Nigeria. You think I like talking about all these issues? But so long as we're in denial, we're not ready for help. It's not fair fair that just because you're not affected, just because you are benefiting from this government, you don't want the world to know about other people's plight. Instead of arguing with people on the internet that it's not true, everything is great in Eritrea, maybe take a minute and, get over yourself and be less selfish and think about other people, especially those who never make it to other countries. So many people have died on the way from Eritrea to where they're trying to go to. Last year, I talked about how 300 people died when their boat capsized in Lampedusa. I've talked about this before, that so many Eritreans, Ethiopians, Sudanese are being kidnapped in the Sinai Desert on their way to Israel. So many of them are being used as slaves. So yes, slavery is still going on. Most of the women are raped. A lot of them, they use them as ransom to get huge amount of money from their family members. And believe it or not, many of them, they just harvest their organs to go and sell in black market. I'm so sorry, but I had to show you. It's for you to know how people are risking their lives just to get out of Eritrea. Then I don't think they are just looking for greener pasture. No, there has to be something they are running away from if they would face something like this. But then you guys know that I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Before I leave today, I like to read some of your emails, and the first one is from Adeniyi Monsor, and he says, "Hi Adeola, I'm Adeniyi Abiola from Unilorin. I've been an ardent follower of your program from 100th episode. Thank you very much. I listened to Pastor Emmanuel Bosun, and I heard him saying that he was at the confab. So I'm not surprised that he campaigned for GEJ like he did. Or what do you expect to hear from a compromised so-called man of God?" How was your Thanksgiving though? Well, thank you very much, Adeni. My Thanksgiving was great. Thanks for asking. I mean, I know that everybody that went to the confab got paid 12 million naira, but I mean, I don't know if I can say just because he was at the confab that he compromised. So many people were there. They were representing the country. He could go to the confab and still stand for the truth. Does that mean he shouldn't get his money when they are paying everybody? I don't know, but I don't know if he released the tape because he was paid 12 million at the confab. I would not say that. I think he probably talked about that message in the tape because that's what he believes, and it's very sad that a lot of people now have the same belief. That's just the way I think about it. But thank you very much for writing. Our next email is from Obi Sinwa. And he says, "Hi Adeola, I think your comment on episode 147 saying that the Speaker of the House of Assembly jumped the fence to access the National Assembly complex is not correct. The video shows some members jumping the fence, but the Speaker passed through the gate when some members and small crowd were able to push it open. He did not jump the fence." Thank you so much, Obi. You are absolutely right. I made a mistake in my last episode. I said that the Speaker jumped the fence. He did not jump the fence. The people with him were the ones that jumped the fence. He did not jump the fence. So I am so sorry for that. Our last email is from Remy from New Delhi in India. And he says, "Hi Adeola. First of all, I want to say more grace to your elbow. I really love your show. Thank you so much. Please, I have questions about former head of state General Muhammadu Buhari and some northern leaders. Was it true that General Buhari said that if he lost the 2011 general election, he would make the country ungovernable for Jonathan? Was it not true that the northern leaders were the ones that brought in Boko Haram? Was it not true that their main reason was to distract Jonathan's administration and possibly force him out of Aso Rock? The blood of the innocent Nigerians killed by Boko Haram will haunt them until they confess all their evil acts or be consumed by the same Boko Haram." Thank you so much, Remy from New Delhi. Yeah, these are legitimate questions to ask. I hear a lot of people saying that Buhari said he would make Nigeria ungovernable and stuff like that. But the truth is, Buhari never said that. He did not make that statement. He was a PDP member in 2011 by the name Alhaji Keita Lawal that made that statement because he believed then that Jonathan was not supposed to be president. He was supposed to be a northerner. But it wasn't Buhari. It was a member of Mr. President's party, Alhaji Keita Lawal, that made the statement. Unfortunately for Buhari, according to this article that I read, it was Dr. Ruben Abati that wrote an article for the Guardian paper at that time saying that Buhari said he will make Nigeria ungovernable. And then General Buhari actually took him to court. He took Guardian paper to court, and they settled out of court. And the paper actually wrote an apology article saying that they're sorry about the article, apologizing to General Buhari. Unfortunately, most people never got to hear about this side of the story. They only read the first article that was published saying that Buhari said he will make Nigeria ungovernable, but no, he did not make that statement. He never said that. The other question you asked is, wasn't it true that the northern leaders were the ones that brought Boko Haram? I don't know. The only thing that I know is that one man has been named as the sponsor of Boko Haram, and he's a very close friend of Mr. President. Until now, he's yet to do anything about it. They've not even interrogated the man. The man has been hanging out with Mr. President. He still has federal security service men around him wherever he goes. So the sponsor has been named and nothing has been done about it. But thank you for asking these questions. I really appreciate it. So that's all the time that I have for emails today. Please keep sending your emails to adeola.keepingitreal@gmail.com. Alright, so before I sign out, in 2 weeks time I'll be celebrating 150th episode. So that means it's been 3 years that I've been doing this program. Oh my god, it has not been easy, but yeah, I would never know. Okay, so when I celebrated 100 episode last year, I gave out some prizes. The first prize was $500. The second prize was a tablet, and then 3 smartphones, and then t-shirts. I'm sorry for those that did not get their t-shirts. Some people got, some people did not get. It was because the quality was really bad and I was just ashamed of sending it out. I am so sorry. That's not an excuse. I should have sent it out anyway. But some people that watched their own, they were like, oh, this is not good quality. And I was just so ashamed of myself because we rushed it. And then we gave it to someone to do it quickly. We should have given it to the person that does all our t-shirts. So I'm gonna send you guys, I promise this time around, please don't hate me. I'm gonna send you guys good quality t-shirts. All of you that didn't get your t-shirts then because I still have your name and your address, I am so sorry about that. This time around, it's gonna be different. I only want 1 minute, please 1 minute video of your version of Keeping It Real. And please don't make it just about Nigeria, make it about other African countries as well. Try to put in your personality as much as possible. You can just film with your cell phone, or you could go all out like the lady from Congo the last time. She was the one that won the tablet. She went all out. I was like, oh my god. And the guy that came second, he just filmed himself, I think, with his cell phone. He was so funny, and he won the $500.
Hello my people, it's your boy Jari. It's your boy Madam Shehu. Don't bother why. Today we are on a show, Keeping It Real with Anaboki.
And then there's this lady from Malaysia who came third, and she was hilarious. And she actually has her own show now, which is great. You need to look for her on YouTube. She is doing an awesome job talking about life in Malaysia and stuff like that. So you can be as creative as you want with your cell phone, or you could go all out if you want. But all I'm asking for is a minute, just 1 minute, please, of your version of Keeping It Real. You could try to act like I do once in a while, acting all crazy, or you could be as simple as you want. And the prizes that I'm giving out this time, the first prize would be a Dell laptop. So a Dell laptop. And then I'll be giving out 4 tablets to the second, third, fourth, and fifth winners. So I'll be giving out 4 tablets this time around, 4. And then I'll be giving out 5 smartphones this time around. So they'll be unlocked, so you can use them anywhere in the world. So I'll be giving out 5 smartphones, 4 tablets, and 1 laptop. What? So because it's 1 minute, I mean, a week is more than enough to put a 1 minute video together. So please, you only have till Sunday the 14th. Sunday the 14th, 12 midnight. Please, anything you send after Sunday the 14th, 12 midnight New York time, I'm sorry, but I will not put it up for people to vote for. So to be fair, I will only open it to people that submit their video. Send it to my email or my Facebook page. This is my Facebook page, this is my fan page, as well as the show's fan page. Also make sure that you follow me on Twitter, because if anything should change in the requirement for the competition, I'll probably announce it on Twitter as well as my Facebook page. And speaking of Twitter, some people created a fake account in my name. This is not my Twitter handle, please. My Twitter handle is Adeola Fayon with
no underscore behind it. This one is Adeola Fayon with underscore behind it.
They even put up my picture. I don't know who these people are. I'm not responsible for any of these tweets. This is my Twitter page. So yeah, thank you very much. By Monday the 15th, I want people to start voting. So please send in your video by Sunday the 14th. Send it today, send it tomorrow. Send it before Sunday. Don't wait till last minute. And then everybody gets a quality t-shirt this time around. Quality t-shirt, including all the winners of the 10 prizes. Everybody would get a quality t-shirt this time around. And if you don't get a Keeping It Real t-shirt, you will get a Sahara TV t-shirt. Okay, at least you get some kind of t-shirt. So put that in mind. That's my announcement. All right, guys, it's been real, and I'm keeping it real right up in here. Until next week, I'm gonna see y'all later. Peace out.
Welcome to Forstview Luxury Hotel. At Forstview Luxury Hotel, we offer excellent service. Our rooms have all the necessary facilities to make your stay comfortable and memorable. You will also have access to internet service, breakfast, 24-hour power supply, full air condition, free international calls, free tire pumping service, and free car battery charge. So what are you waiting for? Quickly visit Forstview Luxury Hotel. We are located at number 1 Adeola Mishile off Raji Rasaki Road, First Estate, Amuwo, Odofin Festac, Lagos. For more information or reservation, please call us on 08075787135 or 08099900601. You can also take advantage of our online ongoing promo at www.forceviewhotel.com to make your reservation and payment for your favorite room, which attracts a discount rate. Please note, rooms are reserved based on first come, first serve. Forstview Luxury Hotel. Experience the home of comfort. They come.